Hi to all. These climate videos are for anybody who wants to learn and know more about the vast, disturbing and yet utterly fascinating subject of climate change, also referred to as greenhouse effect, global warming or global heating. And also, holy crap, what is going on with this crazy weather? I've always believed that the best way to learn is in a relaxed, informal way, by someone who really understands the topic, rather than an ultra-academic professor or climate scientist who is always using big, confusing-sounding words, and before you know it, you're happily drifting away to distant shores. Don't worry, when I need to use a scientific word, I'll explain it thoroughly. So here goes. The subject is simply massive, as every Earth system affects every other system. A bit like the overused butterfly wing analogy. You know, the one that goes like this. A butterfly flapping her wings on the bank of the Amazon will create a tornado in the Midwest. In theory, of course. What I'll do is break it down into around 30 topics, avoiding as much as possible contentious issues such as politics or religion. One video per topic. You'll find it's like exploring one piece of a jigsaw at a time. You won't seem to make much sense until you've persevered a bit and begin to mentally fill in the blanks and glimpse at and then finally really appreciate the big profound picture behind all the pieces. You'll no doubt have hundreds of questions at first, but if I'm doing my job well, at the end nearly all of them should have been addressed. Questions are great. It's the heart and soul of science, so I'll leave contact details for you if you have a stubborn question that you don't feel that I've addressed to your satisfaction. My goal for you as you near the end of the course is to have gained a thorough, sound, workable and practical understanding of the mechanics of climate change. All the information, facts, figures and data comes from the highest possible sources such as NOAA, NOAA, NASA, Goddard Institute of Space Studies and top global universities. So absolutely no fake news to be found anywhere here. I'll be using what I understand to discuss my grave concerns for the future and some ideas for you to try and do your bit to stem the seemingly impossible tide that is runaway greenhouse effect. The irony to the term climate change is that it now kind of refers to weather change, as the term climate denotes to a stable system that life on Earth has over the centuries or millennia come to work with and evolve around. The Earth systems now are changing too fast for any species to adapt to for long. So we'll begin by discussing the carbon cycle in a stable system, the type of system that gave rise to Homo sapiens as we know us, and the dawning of civilization, the Holocene. James Lovelock, the great independent scientist and deep thinker, gave us the term Gaia to describe the Earth and her systems as one giant self-regulating superorganism. However, if Gaia gets pushed to breaking point, such as the case now, she will have no other option than to eliminate the causative pathogenic factor, us, before a hellish Venus-like scenario takes hold on Earth. At this stage, I might like to caution that usually learning about what you don't understand removes, or at least lessens, any fears or anxieties you might harbour towards it. However, so be warned, this does not apply in any way to the understanding of climate change. I'm not even sure, to be honest, if the Earth has a contingency for what is happening, as never in the 4.5 billion year history of planet Earth has so much of its ancient fossil hydrocarbons been burned and thus liberated into the atmosphere in such a ridiculously short space of time. Anyway, see you at video 2.